Hello everybody and welcome everybody that came over from Zoom V's channel. You know, that's like the biggest surge of subs I've had, I think, ever really, and if not ever, then in a very long time. So again, welcome. And I felt horrible because I forgot to say thank you to Zoom in the actual commentary. So I kind of want to make a special spot in this video just to thank him. So thank you very much for that, Zoom. I do appreciate that greatly. I think I got, since last night, 50 or 53 subs like that, something like that. Just a crazy number for me. 50, it may not be a lot to a lot of people, but to me it's an amazing growth, especially for just one night. So that went over fantastically. I couldn't really have been happier with that. It was awesome. But onto the game a little bit. This is a league game. And since these league games kind of go, you know, for a long time, depending on how good the enemy is, and since they're skill-based matchmaking, then they're generally going to be longer games. So I decided that I would kind of do a whole video, do it so you could see the whole video, even though that some spots are boring, which I'll touch on that in a second. But I'm going to cut them into about 5-minute sections each, because that's about what I like to make my video length, is about 5 minutes. It seems like a good, you know, it's not long enough to bore people, but it's not short enough to be pointless. So 5-minute sections. I think this one's actually like 4 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't know. It's close to 5. That's the idea. And you know, I really like playing League. This is one of my better League games. I think the final score was 39-8. So for me, that's a good league game, and you got to keep in mind again that there is skill-based matchmaking in this. So you're gonna play against people generally that are of equal skill as you and your team. Which I was only playing with one person in this game, one reliable as I like to call him, and you know, we both did pretty well in this game. And you'll see I do camp sometimes, but that's because in League is so much different than pubs. There are times that call for you sitting in the corner and just waiting for somebody to run by. It does happen like this. You know, I know they're going to go for the flag, and look at this. I get 3 people right here. So I think that was well worth the wait and not just rushing around, because if I was rushing around, I might not have seen those guys at all. So sometimes in League, you just have to chill in a corner and wait for them to, you know, run by. And that happens especially a lot when they are running the flag. Like when, I think later on you'll see that they have the flag and they're running it, and I'm just kind of chilling somewhere waiting for them to come. I think it's actually at the end of this video here. And you know, it's just, pubs are so much different than that, and it's kind of what I want to talk about in this commentary and what I use in League a little bit. It's not an excessively long commentary, as you guys know, 5 minutes, but it's so much different because, first of all, it's 4-on-4, which that's one thing I really like, especially for the Search and Destroy in League. And so you have little squads of people, and it's just so much fun as long as you have teammates that talk to you. Because if you don't, then it's just frustrating. You don't know where anybody's at, especially if the other team is communicating and, you know, calling people out. So that's why I like having people that call out people as well and talk to me and tell me which way they're pulling the flag, and just everything kind of related to that, to communication, because communication in competitive is a huge part. It really is. I think in this particular game, I was only talking to the person I was with, which, you know, so it wasn't like we had a whole bunch of communication. I can't really remember if the other 2 people were talking or not. And the other thing was, I know I'm kind of again skipping all over, but I noticed that a lot of the people in this game on the enemy team did the same thing over and over. Like that guy right there, I realized later on that he just keeps sitting in that same spot in the second round to go and pick him up again. Because he does the same thing on the other side. But what I was talking about was how pubs are different than League, and League is just so much more competitive. You're not worrying about streaks, which is what I do when I play pubs, and you're just worrying about straight up going for the objective, and that's it. You know, streaks help out a lot, so sometimes you want to chill back so you can get those streaks and help out your team and yourself and work on the objective better, but that's the reason that you work on getting the streaks, is so that you can complete the objective better. Anyway, this video section is coming up pretty fast, the end of it I mean. So this is going to be like the mini episode 1 of Express on CTF, or CTF on Express. And I'll post another one hopefully tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be too much more busy this week. But anyway, if you liked the video, guys, like it. If you did not, be sure to dislike it. If you do dislike it, please tell me why. But anyway, until my next video, guys, I'll catch y'all later.